Washington.
This is Martin for here once again. Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Jamari 4 here once again. Now I know, mind you, that this is late, but I didn't even get to see the show until much later. I had it DVR'd. We're gonna here to quickly talk about it. I do mean quickly. I don't plan on this to be very long. Hey, share that. Y'all hear my dog rolling around? He was playing with his little squeaky toy, and that's just how he do. But anyway, the BET Awards came on Sunday night. It was alright. It was cute. It had some cute moments. But more often than not, the cute moments weren't really much to necessarily discuss. But we're going to still talk about something. We're going to talk about something. So it was hosted by Tracy Ellis Ross and Anthony Anderson. And it was cute. They're both black. They're both a part of a black entertainment show that's very popular right now, Blackish, if you guys haven't checked it out. And I thought they were good. They didn't feel like they did too much. They didn't feel like they didn't do enough. I felt, I was happy and satisfied with, them hosting the show. They had their own little quirky comedy going on, and I felt like it worked. So, a few of the performances that I do want to talk about. Janelle Monáe in Yoga. I loved her in her flowy white ensemble she had on, her avant-garde she had on. And the yoga song took me a while to kind of get used to, only because I'm used to Janelle Monáe having like a sound that's sort of different from everybody else's. And at first listen of the yoga song, it felt like she was trying to hop on that urban soundtrack, to me anyway. At first I didn't really like it, but I've grown more, it's grown on me a little bit more, but I'm still kind of like, I'm still a little weary on that. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce this man's name. The guy who has like the beard, but also the perm at the same time, who sings that classic man song. My cousin introduced me to that song like about a month or so ago. And I'm not 100% sure I understand what the classic man is. Maybe I'm just not listening far enough. And I'm like, is he a classic man because of how he dresses? Because it's really like the sound of the song doesn't match how he looks. Like, I feel like he should be singing some suave ass R&B, but he got this ratchet, this ratchet song. But he looks so nice though. He cute though. I'm just saying that the song is a little Maybe I'm just not his target audience. Chris Brown danced his ass off tonight. He did that new song that's apparently on his new album that he's putting out this year. He's just chucking out shit. He didn't put out the X album. Hell, what did that come out? Late last year, early this year? I don't remember. But he put that out. And then earlier this year, he put out that Fan for a Fan album with Tyga. And now he's like, I got some more for that ass. So he's trying to saturate the market as much as he possibly can. Now, if y'all remember last year at the BET Awards, Chris Brown was a little, thickums. And wasn't able to really dance like he wanted to with all the rest of his dancers. But tonight, he was here, there, everywhere, flip up, down, sideways, diagonally. He was doing the damn thing. And of course, the vocals, they can't really be there. Like, unless you just have a backing track. If you're going to be doing all that kind of high energy dancing, doing all them tricks that Chris Brown be doing, you don't need a motherfucking vocal for real. You can get you a good, cute little backing track and we'll be all right. And they did that AO song and Supposed to Be with Omarion. Now, I will have to say, I'm a little disappointed that they didn't bring out Janae Aiko, whatever, and let her do her little part line. Was she even at the show? Probably not. What was she doing? Why she couldn't be at the show? Anyway, let's move on to probably like one of the biggest highlights of the show was the Bad Boy reunion with Faith, Mace, 112, Little Kim, everybody, and they just came out and they just gave us like all those songs that we used to jam to in the early 2000s. Like, and I have to give a shout out to Little Kim for looking like a human being tonight or Sunday night. because homegirl's face looked good. Like, she just looked like a beautiful girl that she used to be. She doesn't look like a China doll anymore. So shout out to Lil Kim. She came out from the floor with that squat. Speaking of the floor, girl, did y'all see when Diddy gagged? He was like, whoops, and just completely failed. I didn't even see it. I don't know what I thought happened. My mind had to rewind. My friend was here watching it with me, and he had to be like, did he just fail? I'm like, I didn't see him fall. But the camera just quickly panned away when the dude fell down that hole. I think that was the hole that Little Kim had rose up in, and I don't know if it was supposed to be open just yet or not, or did Diddy just not know where he was supposed to go? That's besides the point, but the shit was funny. But all in all, that tribute was hot. Faith looked good. Like I said, Little Kim actually looked human last night, so she looked good. And, you know, they did like a little video montage of Biggie, R.I.P. to Biggie. And it was just fun. We were just in there jamming like, you know? That's was back when the radio used to play that bomb-ass music, y'all. Oh, the bullshit that they put on the radio now. R.I.P. to the radio stations. But anyway, we're going to move right along. They did the Smokey Robinson tribute. And I didn't even realize, like, I knew, like, a lot of Smokey's music. But see, here's the thing. Here's how I was when I was young. I knew and heard a lot of the classic hits, but I had no idea who the people were. I really didn't start paying attention to or associating the song with the artist until really like late middle school, early high school. Like, I would hear songs all the time and say, I love this song. And I would know the melody, I would know, you know, most of the words and stuff, but I would not know who it was. Because I probably wasn't, you know, storing music myself at the time. Like, I didn't have an iPod yet, I don't think. And so I would just hear a song like Toni Braxton's Breathe Again is still one of my all-time favorite songs, and probably like one of the most nostalgic songs of my life. And I did not know who that was for a very long time, but I just loved that song. And so I didn't realize how many of Smokey's songs that I knew, because, you know, most of my parents are old school. Both of them are from the country, so they with that down home Motown type sound, y'all. And Ooh Baby Baby and Cruising, and I didn't even know that he wrote like the songs for My Girl and then doing the other Temptation songs. I was like, damn, Smokey has literally been doing it for over 60 years. It's like, they said he'd been doing it for 6 decades. I'm like, well, damn, how old is he? I had to go up on good old Miss Google. Smokey Robinson is 75 years old and still able to pull bitches, I bet you, because that man looks good. Considering his age, he looks good. Now, can you imagine him in his heyday? Can you imagine the pussy that was getting thrown at him on the daily? I'm just saying. I mean, black don't crack. If it is not evident at this point, I just don't know. But Tori Kelly, let me tell you something. Tori Kelly, I've known about her for a while. Because I remember she started out, you know, on YouTube doing covers and whatnot. And she did a cover with Tadra Call. You know, shout out to Tadra Call. I just left to his toddler's ball on the 25th. Shit was awesome. If you can get to go, make sure you go. But, so she's just been slowly just elevating a little bit bigger and bigger. And now she's on the motherfucking BET Awards. And didn't she just do, what was the other award show we just watched, y'all? Was that Billboard? I think that was Billboard. Yeah. Where she performed her ass off. This girl can sing. And did y'all know that this bitch is Jamaican? Like, I believe her dad is like a Jamaican descent. So I'm just like, oh, you secretly family, bitch. You may be a little diluted, but you still family, girl. Robin Thicke came out, did his thing. Neo. Sweetheart. I don't know what it is about Neo. Neo started off, like, in My Own Words album was So Sick and Mad and, you know, all those good old R&B tracks. Them shits was hot. That Neo was good R&B music back in the day, or before 2010. It just seemed like after that, he just never did anything that really did it for me. And that kind of makes me sad, because I really do think he's really talented. He's an amazing songwriter. But I don't know. I don't know if it's because modern day music just can't agree with his sound anymore, or I don't know. But he was just up there just not, you know, just And I couldn't even understand what he was saying. I'm just, poor baby. The Empire little tribute thing that they do, is they do it every award show. They're gonna give you that drip, drop, drip, drippity drop, hey drip, drop, drip, drip. Okay. And homegirl with the curly fro, like she was supposed to be up there. They announced her name and shit, but she was barely seen, girl. And of course, Jesse Smollett. I want to just pronounce him like Jesse, like J-E, but it's like my brain has a hard time comprehending that there's a U in his name, so I have to concentrate every time I say his name. Is like Jesse. I don't know. It's one of them things with the English language. But of course, he had to come out there and give his this the kind of song that makes a man loves a man. Especially of course, you had to make the announcement about what happened on Friday, the whole Supreme Court decision. That was hot. That was cute. What else we gonna talk about? Okay, the last two parts of this show, the Janet tribute. Okay, so this was highly anticipated, highly talked about. They had to do a big reveal of who's going to do the tribute. Now, when they said who was going to do the tribute, I was indifferent, I guess. Because I was like, as long as Sierra was in there, I was like, okay, I'm cool. But, I mean, Tinashe, okay, she's like the up-and-coming artist. So, and she's, a dancer as well. So she kind of has like a similar artistry to Janet as far as being not like necessarily a big vocalist, but kind of has like smooth vocals and is a dancer. So I guess that's why she was thought to be included. And Jason Derulo. Now, as much as I love Jason Derulo and how much Jason Derulo is bae, it still seemed random. Because I don't know if it's ever been documented that he ever said Janet Jackson was a influence of his. Now, I mean, I'm sure they probably wanted to get like a male perspective, but I was like, you could have gotten Usher. You could have gotten, well, I guess Chris Brown was on the stage like 4 or 5 times already, so he was probably like, I ain't gonna do all that. Hell, he did the Michael Jackson tribute. Why could he do the, anyway. Usher, I think, would have been a good choice, and like I was watching Trent, he said that Maya would have did a good choice. I always forget that Maya can dance her ass off. And so one of y'all ignorant motherfuckers, look at y'all. Y'all ignorant motherfuckers will go on Twitter and say that y'all should have gotten an, what's the thing called? An Aaliyah projector image like they did for Tupac and have her perform said Jason Derulo. You're like, you know what? Y'all are filthy human beings. I just want y'all to know that y'all are fucked up. But this tribute, first of all, it was not long enough. Given. Now, it started out with Tinashe doing her own solo performance to The Pleasure Principle, which is one of my favorite Janet songs. And then they only, well, let's see. 1, 2, I think they only tributed like 4 songs. And I'm just like, that's it? Y'all gonna really try to compile? They did Pleasure Principle for Tinashe. They did All For You, Jason Derulo. And Sierra did If, and they all united to do Rhythm Nation. Tinashe was cute. It was a little cheerleadery. It wasn't, like, I don't want to make it seem like it was bad, but it just didn't seem, fuck y'all, what's the word? It seemed very rehearsed. It didn't seem like it just, I mean, I'm sure it was rehearsed, but it didn't seem like it just was natural. It seemed like she was like, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and spin. It just looked kind of, a little bit robotic. That's it. But the girl can still dance. The girl can still dance her ass off. Like I said, I'm not going to take that away from her. But it was still kind of meh. And Jason, you better move up before your tail gets sat on, dog. Jason Derulo came out, did All For You. He really honestly got lost amongst his dancers. I couldn't find him. Like, he kind of, went out the way. And then Sierra comes out. Now, I told one of my fellow YouTubers, Mr. Wade TV Show, I hope you're watching at this point, bitch. I'm talking to you. And he was going on his review, talking about how, I just don't see y'all talk about the Sierra messed up and this, that, and the fourth. And I don't know what y'all seeing. I don't know what you're seeing. The rest of the world didn't see. No, baby. We all saw the same footage, and it is true that Sierra, not the whole time. It was only like during the later part of If that they were doing when they were like all in like the cluster and she was in the middle. She fucked up. She was early. She was like maybe a count and a half or a couple counts above the dancers. Like she had dipped down and went back up, and the other dancers were all just now dipping down. I'm just like, well, damn, girl. Like you can't be that far off and it not be noticeable. You know what I'm saying? So she did mess up. We're gonna call a spade, but overall, she still killed it. But there was just during that little latter part of If was when she fucked up. Now, at the beginning when she was doing the all that was hot. All that was great. And the ending part with Rhythm Nation, just not show your hat fall off, girl. I need you to get together. But everything else was good. But that was that one part where she was early as hell. And we ain't gonna sit here and deny like she wasn't. So I'm gonna need you to let your stand card go and call a spade a spade. And also, while I'm sitting here talking about Wade, he made a argument in his video of his review. I think it started off with what was the category? Viewer's Choice or female rapper, whatever the category that Nicki Minaj won. He says that they should give it to like Dej Loaf or Trina or just somebody else other than Nicki Minaj just because, oh, she always wins every year. Well, here's the thing. Every year, Nicki is the one who does the most in that category. She's the one who is out there. She's the one who's performing. She's touring. She has the hit songs. Like, she is the one that is out there and the most successful of the category. And I feel like you can't blame or just say, oh, you can't just not give her the award just because she's won it before or she's won another one during the night. I'm like, if I was, let's say, Dej Loaf, who's going on tour with Nicki Minaj, by the way, if I were her and you gave me the award and said, hey, we're going to give you this award, even though you weren't the best in the category and even though there was somebody else who had greater accolades than you, we're going to give you this award just because you haven't won one yet. Like, if I was her, I wouldn't want that shit. And I will agree that I would like, somebody else other than the Rihannas, the Beyoncés, and the Nicki Minaj's of the world to win. I know how much I love my Rihanna. But still, if they're the best in their category, or if they have accomplished the most in their category, then they should win. You can't just give awards like that for charity just because they haven't got none, just to shake it up. If they want to shake it up, they need to push harder on their careers. Honey. Like, Beyonce was established already when Rihanna first started. I'm sure Rihanna was probably considered in the best new artist category when she first came. And over the years, she slowly improved and she slowly got her name even bigger and bigger. And now she's one of the biggest names. So that's what the rest of these girls have to do. You can't just start giving out the awards just because, oh, this person always wins. Well, if you need to step your pussy up and start winning and start doing what they doing, And, but yeah, that was my little, what I wanted to respond to you, bitch. You wait. I hope you watch this. Lastly, girl, there was this, performance with K.Michelle and Tamar Braxton. And I thought they were going to come together and they was going to sing, I don't know what they were going to sing, some song, and they were just going to harmonize together. And there was just going to be unity and all this other but that was not the case. K.Michelle came out there. She performed Hard to Do with her whole ass, with her and her ass performed. And then she just walked off stage, and here Tamar comes. Oh, blessed be the Lord. Tamar. I love Tamar. I really, really do. I love her. But girl, it looked like the spirits were trying to take over your body as you were performing. Because she was like, Oh, Tay Tay, girl. Somebody said it looked like she was scary. She looked like she was conjuring spirits. It was, and she just literally looked like a deer in headlights from the moment the spotlight hit her. She was like, but Tamar, this thing is Tamar can sing, and I feel like she had been trying to work on her intensity on her stage presence on stage because she was giving you, but still just looking crazy while doing it. Like, still sounding good. It was there was like so many high notes in the song. There weren't like a balance of high and low in the song, but either way it goes, whew, girl. Hey, I just hit the table. There wasn't nobody at the door. This dog. Anywho. Yeah, as if they tried to, she was like, I want to say I'm sorry, K.Michelle, for all this stuff. And I'm like, she may have said that, but I feel like that would have been more authentic if you said it while K.Michelle was on stage. And like, they didn't even have like the kind of chemistry, body chemistry, like, reaching a hand out, grabbing each other, hitting like a high note together. Like, that would have been good for me. But of course, Miss Patti LaBelle had to come out and, she be feeling it. Patty didn't take her shoes off this time. But, she came out and did If Only You Knew, and she was giving love. She's like, Tamar Braxton and K.Michelle. Ah! Y'all know I love me some Patty. She be sitting there. Ah! But she came out and kind of saved it because it was a little awkward, between Tamar and K.Michelle. I really wanted them to like sing a song together and harmonize. But no, we didn't get that. They hugged and did all that shit. But I don't really feel like they made up. They probably won't feud anymore. But they just probably was like, look, this would probably be good for both of us if we did this on this award show. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But I ain't really too much believing that. And of course, Rihanna was doing her little promo for the Bitch Better Have My Money trailer thing. I'm like, on this big ass award show, you might as well have just premiered the video. You go wait till Thursday to do it. And it actually looks like, I did watch the trailer, of course. Y'all know I watched the trailer. And it just seemed like it has a story, which is going to be interesting. I thought it was going to be like another Pour It Up-esque kind of video. Money, club, the poles, and, ass shaking. Like, that's what I thought. I didn't know she was going to actually put this into like a story. It seemed like an old, rich bitch then owe her some money and she going to take her out the game. She going to kill her and stuff her in a box. I'm like, Acting. I always enjoy music videos that have like, there's kind of like a little mini movie. I always enjoy them a little bit more just because I feel like there's more work put into it and it has more replay value to it. So you're probably more inclined to watch it again. So I'm going to be interested to see how she pulls this thing together because this video honestly should have came out like 2 months ago. Like the song came out on March 26th. It is July 1st. And the song comes out, the video comes out July 2nd. That is April, May, and June. 3 months that this song has been out and there's been no video. And now you want to put the video out, girl? Honey. Anyways, nobody knows what's going on with this whole album, girl. It's just all over the place. And then it's like, its records are saying that she might, take a break from music to focus on fashion. I'm like, well, girl. Anyways, we're just going to have to wait and see. But I don't want this video to be too long. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me what you think about the BET Awards in the video comments below. And I'm about to actually watch The Love and Hip Hop from Monday night because I still haven't seen it yet, so that's why I haven't gotten the review yet. But I'm about to go ahead and watch that now. So thank you guys so much for watching and supporting, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Like, share, subscribe.
Washington.